Yeah, we do. All right. It seems that okay, we have Jasper.
Wow.
Jasper is for the people that don't know at home, he was our last national champion.
Oh.
Represented Australia in Japan earlier on this year. Undefeated right now, so this is table 1. So we have an Emu and a Zoro matchup. You're very familiar with this matchup.
We all are.
Give us a rundown on who has the advantages. What do we want to? What do we want to see? Who is the disadvantages, and what does a disadvantaged player want to see at this point?
No worries, Paul. So this matchup is Emu favored, but what I can tell you about it can go bad as well. So for Zoro to win this matchup, they need to see a lot of their 4-cost Zoros early. They need to be like, kind of punching a lot with their 5s. Really winning away at the Emu, and Emu just needs to kind of control the board, get to their 10 Don, and then get the value there. They will be starving the Zoro, but also we do see the Emu is on the 1 Don play.
Yeah, plays the event, gets to top 3, and then basically trashes the rest. It's already up to 4 cards in trash. Uses the leader ability, passes the turn off to Zoro. 2 Don turn, ideally you want to see the searches, either Perona or even the Chiori.
Right, that's right.
Now with Emu, as you said before, when you mean by controlling the board, you mean Emu needs to basically find all of the events. Oh, just passes.
We're just gonna pass to pass. Yes, but correct, Paul. Emu needs to. They want to get rid of their pieces. If they play Elder, they want to then trash the Elder to try and get this card advantage engine going, and making sure that Zoro isn't getting advantage from playing stuff like the Tashigi, because the Tashigi resting a card is just free real estate there. So you might as well, rather than them getting a free swing into one of your characters, you get the value by trashing that character that you've just played. You'll also find, and the Emu will not swing at the Zoro until they think they can control the board. So that's what we see here. That's why the Emu just passed on their 3 Don turn.
Yep, and plays the Mihawk. Is this going to be 3-4-2? Is this going to be the 3-4-2 combo? No, it isn't. It's just going to be a 7k swing into the Emu's face, and then passes the turn over. And for the people that don't know what the 3-4-2 combo is, basically with the Mihawk, you can play yourself a 4-cost slash attribute character.
That's right.
Once you play the 4-cost Zoro, you can restand 2 Don, and then with that 2 active Don, you can play yourself the Koshiro.
Uncle Koshiro. Indeed.
Yeah. Playing the Charlia, Searcher trashes the character and basically uses the stage ability on 5 Don. Now we'll be able to play. Let's see. Yes, is it 6? It has to be a 6. Yeah, you can't play that. Yes,
Marcus Mars is not playable for that for the turn. Is more than likely just going to be.
It is already rested. Yep, there we go.
And Saturn instead.
Yep, Saturn instead. Looking at the top 5. Does see a 10-cost Elders. Trying to see what else he has.
Elders. We see a Marcus Mars. Yep. We do see the Never Existed as well. We also see one of the tech cards, the Barrier, which is plus 2k. And then if you have 15 of your cards, more cards in your trash, plus an extra 2k. And we see a Walkery as well. So he's going to be taking the events, wants to look to defend using these events. The events are the biggest thing because Zoro will go big. Swings.
Interesting move from Jeff over here. Just pass his turn without using the Emu ability to get
rid of it on the Saint Charlotte already, so the Saturn will the Saturn will just stay there. Imagine if the Zoro has a Tashigi here, you just see the value is floating 5 Don right now, but he's going to start for 6 to lead. I don't know about you, Paul, but it might not actually have the Tashigi in hand for Jasper.
Oh well, never mind. It stands corrected. It's all right. There we go. The traditional 8k swing into the Saturn, restanding, and then another 8k swing into the leader. Using that, it never existed. Event play, bunking it up to 9. Passes off the turn over to Jasper. He will now be able to play the Marcus Mars because he is now on 7 Don.
That's right. But it becomes a bit of an issue here with the Marcus Mars. You definitely will be playing it, but what are you popping? Are you popping the Zoro, which you can't actually pop any other way without Marcus Mars? Or are you popping the Tashigi? Although you might be able to swing into the Tashigi, it is a stronger swing.
Yeah.
So, and it looks like Tashigi is going to be the choice there for Jeff. And then here, that's the value I was talking about before, Paul. Plays the card and then trashes the card immediately to leader ability, get some cards into hand. And we've seen the new ruling of being able to play Japanese Don as well. The Udus Don from the
EBO3
heroine set.
Yeah. See that the Jeff decided to pass with 4 Don open. 2 of those cards in his hand are the 4-cost events. Now Jasper ramping up to 8 Don now. Possibly can see probably a Cavendish. He does have a restand over there, but he'll definitely use it for a close and also a Dead Man's Game. Let's see what he does here. Casting out 2 Don aside, playing for 6, maybe the 6 cost law?
Yeah, 6 cost law to bounce one of this, maybe the Mihawk back to hand to get a 2k into hand. But, that's the thing about this Zoro into Emu matchup. They're being starved. Zoro is not seeing all the pieces that they may not necessarily see. And we can kind of see 2 bricked up Dead Man's Game in hand as well, which is very awkward to deal with. But, if anyone's going to deal with it, it's going to be Jasper.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Seeing Wonder maybe trying to leave one Don open for a potential Dead Man's Game on the offense. We do see that. Let's see. Yep, he decided. Well, okay, cool. Goes swing 6 into lead. We'll need to pitch out a 2k counter. Does exactly that. Getting rid of this. Yeah, Saint Peter. Now another 6 into lead, trying to pitch out as many 2k counters as possible. Does take life, going down to 2 life. Now, with 4 Dons still available, hasn't used any of the 4k counters as of yet. Possibly maybe saving it up for the later game. We'll see how we go. Jasper is sitting on 5 life still. No, if he touches goes for a 5k swing, playing with and still has 5 Don available. Just trying to think, and then pitches out 1, and then okay, goes for another 5k swing, really adding and putting pressure onto the life here.
It looks like 2 Don left up for a Hiyori play to finish off the turn, but yeah, as we were discussing before, Paul, you just want to get these little 5k swings. Very annoying to deal with. Actually, had to give a 2k just for that. But imagine if they had to counter out and they had to give an event or something like that.
Yeah, using the 2 last remaining Don, goes for a search, Hiyori search, and gets himself an Unk and places back into hand. Passes the turn over to Emu. Emu not looking so like it's kind of really scary for Emu right now.
Emu has 0 cards on the board, Paul.
Well, I mean, that's probably the strat. We've seen this in the past before in previous, like, Japanese streams where the Emu does purposely take life all the way down to 2 against Zoro, but still manages to clutch up. As long as he manages to survive the 10, up to the 10 Don turn, plays the Elder, I think it will be all right. And I'm pretty sure he's got all of the 5 pieces needed for that Elder. Swings 5 into the Hiyori, plays the stage. What does he get? He gets himself a Noshiro.
More than likely going into the Mihawk, getting rid of the Mihawk, nice and easy, just using these cards. More than likely, I think the Nostro will be trashed here as well. Yep, draw a card, and the board has swung once again. Zoro only having 2 cards, and is opting to play the Walkery as well. So kind of valuing that extra swing into the Walkery, and even if there is an extra swing, you can just use it as a blocker. So we'll have to see what Jasper does with all this information that has been given to him. Did top deck a Tashigi as well from the store championship, Paul. If you came top 4 at a store championship, you got a 5-card Tashigi.
Yeah, and saying that the Tashigi, the so-called Tashigi, is going to be played out, resting the Walkery, will be able to do the combo swing. Let's see, swing. Yeah, 5 into lead, going for a little fish first. We'll have to pitch out that 2k counter that we see in his hand. It does exactly so. The question is, to take full effect, swinging 8 into
lead.
8 into lead, doesn't want to restart, because on KO, we'll be able to draw a card. But Jasper has grinded enough, games to know for a fact that, that's not the move to go. So basically, plays a restand event, goes another 8 into lead, really pressuring the Emu's life, gets himself another event card. Another never existed. I believe that is 3 out of the 4.
3 out of 4 that we have seen, and you can see Jasper valuing playing the Koshiro here as well, protecting the board from cards such as the Marcus Mars, which we will expect to see from the retirement bus, which is what's that I hear in the background?
It's just around the corner, in all honesty, and this is what we want. Actually, out of all the Emu games, this is the first time. Have we seen any of the 10 Elders make an appearance yet?
We have.
Sure, yes, that's right.
Don't you worry, Paul.
Yeah. Plays a stage ability, plays 3, and there we go. 10 Elders, resting 1 Don, and here is trashing the event card, and here is the Mighty Morphin Elder Rangers in full form.
Saturn first, top 5, find a 5 Elder. Probably taking the Jupiter here. Yep, agreed.
Just for the 2k counter, yeah. Now, in saying that, Marcus Mars will have to be careful on who to KO here. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll KO the Koshiro.
Has to be.
Yeah.
You don't want that Koshiro just resting to be like, protected, and you're like, oh, I should just KO the Koshiro. But yeah, that's what you can see. This is the value of Jasper putting it in. Jasper getting cards now as well. So we'll have to see if there's pieces there. having the 2 Deadman's Game in hand is very interesting. That might be the thing that stops the Emu being able to survive, because for all we know, the Emu can only protect so much, and gets another. Oh my days, Paul! Gets another restand event as well. This Zoro is going to be aggressive here.
Now, dare I say that he goes fishing first. Does Deadman's Game, then just swing, swing, swing. I know that he still is holding on to the Never Existed. But it can only do so much. How many cards is our Emu friend on right now? In hand, it's 3.
Is it 3? Is it?
Yes, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right
there it is. Indeed,
just next to the stage card.
And I must say, those sleeves are very nice.
Oh yes, very nice. Very classy. Love it.
But yeah. So 3 cards in hand. We know at least 2 Never Existed are in hand, so 2 events.
Yeah.
And so even with like multiple Deadman Games to rest leaders, rest blockers, rest Don. You can still do it, and we're going to start with another Tashigi.
5 cost Tashigi, resting that Warcury, preventing it to get a draw from the on KO ability. Swing 7 into lead. We'll need to pitch out at least one of the events, because there is 2 Never Existed. Or a blocker. There we go. Blocks with a Marcus Mars is left open. Goes for another 5k swing. We'll have to pitch out.
This 5 is awkward. It's either a 2 or a counter. Agreed, yeah.
Here we go. Zoro's sitting on 8k right now. Swings. I think it will be just would you say 10? He could go for a 10. No, he goes for an 8 swing into lead.
Are we going to see into the Nostura, of course? Yes, that's a free swing. Yep. We might see multiple swings into leader for 8. He's going to take it as well. Jeff going down to 0. Very, very spicy. Is this bait, or is this more like, hey, if you want to swing big, go for it? Does Jasper put more Don onto his Zoro and then restand? Looks like what would it be? A 12?
Yeah, it'll be a 12. Going for the restand events. Going for another 8k into lead with 2 Don remaining.
He's going to go, another 8.
And we'll have to pitch out one of the
Never Existed.
Yeah. Passes the turn over to, while we're standing the Zoro, passes it over back to the Emu. I don't know how Emu can possibly get out of this. We've only seen 110 cost Elders available throughout the whole entire game.
You're not wrong.
There is also a Charlie. Go for a little cheeky poke force. Goes for a 5k swing. Takes the life. Trashes the Saturn and plays. And gets himself an event card. There we go.
The home though.
Yeah, goes for another 5k. Oh no, it's 7k. So my apologies. Yeah, 7k swing.
And we can see as well, Jasper's actually kept 2 Don up as well for cards such as Deadman Games, which he has started from the start of his hand. So, can play defensive here, or maybe might look to take life. It's going to be a bit of a tussle, which is correct.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just noticed Jasper's Don.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
very nice.
Oh, gold, man. Gotta be golden. All right, goes for the Deadman's Game. Goes for 8. Goes for another 7k swing.
Does the other Deadman's Game come down here, or is it protect? Is the value of keeping it on? But like, Jeff needs to fight the retirement boss.
Yeah, well, he does have
the timetable?
He has 2 searches available. He's got the event searcher as well as the Charlia, and he will have enough Don to play the 10 cost Elders. But that's the thing. Is RNG going to be gracious enough to provide him those cards? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, what's going on here though? Where's the bus timetable's wrong? It's meant to be 10 Don. You get multiple buses in a row, but like, doesn't seem to be the case. We'll have to see if. How much do you have to dig? But we think about, like, if he does 5 Elders, he is actually using, the search resources. He's actually going down cards in hand, making Jasper's math maybe a little bit more easier.
Yeah, and Jasper is sitting quite healthy on the amount of cards in hand. I believe that is, 5? Goes for 2 2k counters.
I think it's a 2 and a 1, a Scratchman and 1 Cavendish.
Yes, that is correct, yes. Plays the event searcher.
Oh,
here we go. And,
wow.
Cheeky. Very unfortunate. Does have one more chance to get himself an Elders.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be through the Saint Charla.
Here we go. Plays one more. Can he do it? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my days! The retirement home. They're
like, nah, too bad. I want to stay back in the retirement home. Don't want to leave the area whatsoever.
Oh my days, Paul. That is your worst case scenario. You do 2 searches at the top, and you can't even pitch the Saint Charla to your leader ability. You've leader ability already. You want to get it. You were searching, looking for that 10 Ls. You looked at the top 6 cards of your deck, and the Elder said, nah, bro, we ain't interested.
Oh, man, Red Rover, game's over. Oh, no, actually.
Still has a chance for Don.
There it is. But you know what's unfortunate? He's got 3 Don. Won't be able to play.
I think 3 or 4. 4.
Is it 4? It's saved by the bell. Never mind. Goes for the 10 elders just in time.
But you see here, he's had to use all his Don up to be able to do this play. So the issue was that that's why he pictured the never existed. There's no Don up. That never existed as a brick card in his hand. So you know what's going to happen here?
Dead man's game.
That's right.
It's going to be a dead man's game. Double swing. Does he have another event card?
He does, but it doesn't.
Recent event. Sorry?
He sure does. But even then, Paul, it does not matter. There's 2 Tashigis. There's a Zoro on the board. It is
very unfortunate.
It is what it is. Sometimes the One Piece gods smile upon you.
Oh, on play. Gets rid of one of the Shigis, one less swing to worry about, but I don't. And he goes for another swing, 7k swing, or 7 into 5. I don't think it's gonna really matter. Goes down to 1 life in hand, 1 life in on field.
1 card in hand. Even if it's a 2k, which we do know is a 2k, we're gonna see 4.
There we go, dead man's game. Yep, it is
gonna don
over. There we go. Swing 5 into lead just to pitch out that 1 card in hand. It is gonna be a Shirohoshi. Goes for an 8k swing and GG.
Uncles, where were you guys? Where Jeff needed you the most?
But wow.
Here you see the world champ difference. That's right. That was just pure aura. The fact that the elders did not want to come out.
Yeah, I know. It is very unfortunate.
Now, we put our mugs back on.
Yep.